Let's jump into our first color, which is going to be blue. And today I'll be using POSCA paint markers, but you can use anything you have in your art box. If it's crayons or regular markers, feel free to do so. And I will be using these and shaking these up because these are very thick and colorful as I go along. But with these paint markers, you'll see a lot of beautiful colors coming onto the page. So with that blue, let's go ahead and color in our Hello Kitty's shirt. So I'm going to outline as I go along because these paint markers, as I said, are very thick. However, you do get some beautiful colors from using them on the page. So I'll just go ahead and outline it because I do not want to color over the black lines that are on our coloring page. Excellent. So once you finish coloring in Hello Kitty shirt, you can move your blue to the side and we'll move on to our second color, which is going to be yellow. So take a moment to find the color yellow in your art box and let's go ahead and use that yellow on a few different places on our Hello Kitty coloring page. First, let's go right here to the very middle of Hello Kitty's face and make that nose yellow, just like that. Now let's pick a few parts of the bicycle that we can make in yellow as well. So why don't we make the cart that's holding the apple in the front? Let's make that yellow. So I, again, am going to just color in where the white areas are and just avoid going over the black. If you have crayons or you have some different markers, you may be able to just color over the black lines, but with the paint markers, they're unique in that they're very thick. So I don't want to color over it because then I'll lose those black lines. So now let's color in basically the petals that we see Hello Kitty's foot on. So let's color in this one petal that we have here. And the fun thing about this page is it looks like a bicycle that Hello Kitty is riding is actually a tricycle because it has 1, 2, 3 wheels on it. So it makes it very unique. Let's go ahead here and color in the back here, the seat that Hello Kitty is on. We can make this yellow as well, just to add some more color to the page, just like that. And why don't we color the inside of the wheel here in that same yellow? Just trying to get as many colors on the page as possible. And you can definitely change colors, substitute to any ones you want. Be as creative as you want to be with your coloring page. That's the beautiful thing about art. So let's move on to the next color, which will be green. So take a moment to find green in your art box. And we're going to use green just on one very small spot. And that's actually to color in the little leaf that we see on our cute apple on the front of Hello Kitty's bicycle. So once you're finished coloring in that piece, we can move on to what's going to be our final color, and that is going to be red. So one of Hello Kitty's most famous colors is red. So I want to use this red on a few different places on both Hello Kitty and on the bicycle. So I'm just shaking it up and going to move on to starting out with the bow. So Hello Kitty's very pretty bow here on top. I will use it to use our red on there, coloring it in very carefully and coloring the middle of that bow, that circle, just like that. And if you want to see any more Hello Kitty coloring pages here, let me know in the comments. Leave me a comment if you want to color along with Sam's Cool Colors and do more Hello Kitty or any other characters you'd like to see on the page. We can definitely do that together step by step in the future. Once you finish coloring a Hello Kitty's bow, let's color in the apple. So right over here, that apple we want to make red as well. So we're reusing this red on a few different places on our very fun Hello Kitty coloring page. So let's go ahead and color in that apple just like that. Now the rest of the bike, let's pick a couple places to make a red, just like we have in our hand. Right in here, we can start to color in some of the parts of the Hello Kitty shirt as well with the red. So let's make her sleeve red and then we'll move on to the bike just like that. Now this area here that she's holding on to, so she can steer the bike. Let's make that red together, just like that. And if you want to change these colors, you have creative freedom. Just do your best and forget the rest. Just have a great time. So let's color in the rest of these bike pieces in that red, so we make Hello Kitty's bike match her beautiful bow on the top. And how about the wheels? Let's make the wheels red as well. So just take your time going around that circle shape, just like that, edging it out as best as you can. It does not have to be perfect, but if you take your time, you'll have a beautiful page you can show off to everyone, all of your friends and your family. Tell them you did it here at Sam's Cool Colors, step by step. Okay, so let's finish out with this piece here. We can make in red as well, just like that. And right here on the back, why don't we make the rest of the wheels here and bike in red? So right in there, and let's color the last two wheels in red, just to give our page that much more color and make it a lot more exciting to look at. Beautiful. So that's the back wheel here on the tricycle. Let's not forget the last wheel here, just like that, finishing it out with that round shape. So now we finished coloring our Hello Kitty page together using 4 colors.